want to talk about your brand. We don't know, but we were trying to formulate ideas. And by the way, I would never get rid of the quote capital. I do believe that you need to be more than that. Because it tends to be, once we've been there and done that, but I think it really sets the ambience of what I call Wisconsin's country living. When we talk to people about why they come here, the main reason they come here is for your events. And boy, I'll tell you, you do a lot of events. I mean, this is a list of August events. This is just August, and it's in little tiny, like 6-point type on 2 sides. Now, a lot of these are local, pancake feeds and stuff, but you guys are the kings of events. I mean, I just thought, wow, with all the, with everything you got going on. By the way, a lot of them are private, like they had music at Classics over the weekend. It was really good, by the way. I thought, what if you were Wisconsin's country living festivals? You can't compete the events in Green Bay and Milwaukee, but this is all about country living. Everywhere we went, we saw, okay, Antique and Classic Show, this is like August 5th at the Bowler Bash. We missed August 5th because we were all over in other events. There's so many. We went to the one powwow, but we know the Mohicansans are also doing another one, probably this coming weekend. I don't know about Hygo Racing. It says Friday night, so that looks like it's more of an event oriented. I mean, you have the events on the racetrack. You have fairground events. I mean, you've got your ski shows. I mean, all of these are events. So they don't have to be big festivals. There's always something. Wouldn't it be cool if people in Milwaukee, if people in Madison, if people in Wausau, they were going to say, I wonder what's going on over in Shawano this weekend. And some of them might be in Wittenberg. Some of it, it should be spread out. By the way, I was really coveting these boats. Like, whoa, 500 horsepower, yeah. Even this place, I'm not sure really what it is. I'm not sure if you go there for events or whether you can just show up there and rent a go-kart and go running around. It looks like a really cool place, but I couldn't quite figure it out. But all of these things could be events. I mean, even out in Navarino, they've got all these. We got a whole bunch of different things. And by the way, the powwow was fantastic. Look at it, it's packed. This is just the day before yesterday. I mean, it was fantastic. The events we saw this weekend were enough to come from Milwaukee, not just Green Bay or Wausau. I mean, they were fantastic. And this was a contest. And they had all kinds of vendors and everything. And then you know what? That little Sunflower Festival, that was probably the highlight of our whole trip. So events don't have to be public events. We got there in the afternoon. What's funny is all the sunflowers face east. You go, what? They face the morning sun, not the afternoon sun. But it was just absolutely fantastic. And for $1, you can go on a hayride, and it's just a donation, But I just thought, I mean, how cool is this? So, what is it? It's Bergsbakken Farms. I probably pronounced that Bergsbakken. Okay, but what they do, I mean, this is all corn, and it's just so cool to see these kids immersed in agritourism without ever using that word. Very cool. We just thought, man, if you were the country living festival capital of this state with all these things, and by the way, I know that you have ice, I know you probably have ice things going on in the winter, and I know you have fishing derbies. I mean, we were just like amazed. The other brand we thought, could you do something about the love of speed with the go-karts, with the speedway, do you do snowmobile or even car races on the lake in the winter? Yeah, I mean, the other one you could do is say, well, we're all about speed, and so we have all these different kinds of races. There might be bike races, they might be triathlons, they might be bike races. I just thought that's another idea. And so I thought, maybe that's another idea. And by the way, we have no idea. This is just we've been here for a week. And those are things that just stood out to us. I mean, I just kept going, whoa, you could be some pretty cool things. So, and when you do that, once you're known for something, then you start recruiting outside events. Like this was in California. And they were doing this car show. And they brought in 10,000 people. And you know what? I asked he said first annual Wheels, Solvang, California. First annual Wheels on Wheels car show. I asked the guy that organized this, Why did you come here? And he goes, well, because the Chamber of Commerce sent out letters and invited us. I said, well, who did all the vendors? We did. Who did all the marketing? We did. How many people did we have? About 10,000. They did everything. You just invite them in. It would build your event brand. And you're not having to do all the work. And then I said, so you're going to do it again? He says, oh yeah, they've been fantastic. We've already booked this weekend for the next 10 years. So, in closing, what you have here is fantastic. I mean, some of the architecture, some of the buildings, just the little things really make this an outstanding place to spend time. And there's tons of stuff I didn't cover that we didn't have time to go in. I mean, look at this, it's so cute. And then there's the funky things like the leafy roof in Gresham. I just think that is so fun, there were some things that we went and we wish they would have been a little bit better, but you have so much here, and I just touched on it. We didn't even get a chance to go in here. When I see barns like the ones I showed you, like this, I think this was in Pella, I just went, wow, this would be such a cool glass blowing studio or something. Because I love these with the rock bases around the barns. Even this, just right here, this is such a cool sign. I had to take a picture of that. Is just the coolest sign ever. So here's what's next. These are all suggestions. Some of these will turn to recommendations. By the way, you're probably already working on some of these, and if so, guess what? You've just been validated. And we took so much more. As a matter of fact, I took 100 slides out of this presentation. We'll come back and do those later. But we're going to help with this. This is what we're here for. This whole thing is meant to be the conversation starter. What do you want to be known for as a county and as communities? What is it you want to be known for? Why should I go there? And if I go to Wittenberg to look at the murals when I'm there, what are the 2 other things I need to do while I'm there? And by the way, there's probably a lot, I took 800 photos. There's probably a lot of things we totally missed because we didn't know about. And by the way, the best time planetary was 20 years ago. Second best time is right now. This is about the future of Shawano country. There's just no reason why you can't be one of the state's best year-round weekday destinations. And so thank you so much for coming out and spend the morning with me. Thank you very much.